Hello and welcome to Pearl's Pandemic Problems. And this is tidying up. Okay, so why is tidying up a pandemic problem? And I just realised this in the last couple of days. So it's March, it is almost a year since we went into the first lockdown, and I remember it very, very well because it was Mother's Day and I had come down with COVID symptoms as well. And one of the things that's so there's two things really is I've been like tidying up in the house recently, since Christmas. I do a bit of spring cleaning and I've done the bathroom and that's really nice, but it doesn't make me happy. And then I'm sort of tidying up and nothing, I kind of have ideas and I'm going to tidy up here and do a bit of cleaning, but it's not really like coming together. And I also want to help my mum do some cleaning and tidying up. And 5 years ago, in my previous home up in London, I did the Marie Kondo method. And so 5 years ago I did that, and I actually cleared out, I discarded 2/3 of my stuff, yeah. And then I went on and I ended up, everything changed, my life completely changed after that. And the book's called The Magic of Tidying Up. And so that's the book that I bought, and I did the old Marie Kondo. And it's supposed to take 6 months for most people. And of course, me being me, decided I was going to do it in January 2016. It's like, right, I'm going to do it this month. I'm going to actually do it the whole, the month. And I did it like all the time. Like if I wasn't doing my core work, I was doing this because I was like, you know what, this is my work too, because I work from home and all my stuff's a mess. And if I do this, I'm going to have so much more time and it's going to be easier and it's going to make me more efficient. And boy, did it. It really did. And it really, really worked, and it did change my life. And I got really, really good at tidying up and letting go of things, discarding things as I was traveling around the world. So I let go of 2/3 of my stuff. And then when I moved out of my house, I let go of even more. And then, so every stage I've been letting go of stuff. And I got into the habit of really just letting stuff go when I was traveling. And then you just go and buy new stuff when you need it. And it's usually better stuff because it's, stuff that's made locally. And, if you want to buy mountain stuff, buy it in the mountains, that kind of stuff. Obviously, life's a little bit different at the moment. But what I realised, I was sitting there and I was just thinking, I'm really, it's not working for me, what I'm trying to do at home. So I stole these back from my mum because these are the books I gave her. And so I took these back and I sat down and I went and I looked through it. And this is the other book that I got. It's the manga, a life-changing manga of tidying up. And I got that from my brother because he finds it difficult to read. And it's really good. It's for grown-ups. It's a manga for grown-ups, but it's like, it just kind of makes things clear. And so I was reading this and I thought, oh yeah, I've missed the most important thing, which is you have to do the Marie Kondo method in order. And it's a very specific order. And that's what makes it work. And this one is quite good, but this one goes into like real detail of what that order is and why it is. And the first thing you have to tidy up if you want to do the Marie Kondo method is your clothes, okay? And I'd got really good at doing my clothes, like, because when I was traveling around and it was like, I'd be literally packing my bag and I'd go, the root of the Marie Kondo method is that everything you keep has to spark joy. So you pick it up and if it sparks joy, you keep it. And if not, you let it go. And I got really good at that. Like I was packing my bag and I picked something up and I go, no, don't want this t-shirt anymore. And I'd leave it in the hotel or the room. And I left some really good stuff in lots of places. And I thought this is great because, if people are clearing the rooms like maids and stuff like that, they can just take what they want. I left a whole like Zumba kit in South Africa. For some reason, I'd had a jacket. It was like a uniform of Zumba, and I just had this feeling I'm leaving this in a bag in a hotel room, and I just have that faith that like the right person is going to come along and it's going to go to the right person. Anyway, so I haven't done my clothes, and The reason that Marie Kondo says do your clothes first is because they are cheap. You know, they are easy to replace. But the thing is, getting new clothes has been a real problem for me and for a lot of people during the pandemic. I mean, our shops are closed, our non-essential shops are closed. So, you know, I've been hanging on to stuff because it's really hard to get new stuff. And actually in the book, Marie Kondo says you do your clothes and your shoes together. And I'm not doing my shoes today because I know that's going to be too much for me, because shoes have been even worse. It's like, you know, you can't go and try shoes on at the moment. It's crazy. But I was sitting there and I thought, you know what, this is really difficult. This is something that I feel in my heart is really difficult. But there's a lot of stuff that's coming up for me at the moment that's all about letting go of the old me. And I am not the same person I was a year ago. You know, none of us are. We've all changed. And I think it's just important to let go and discard that old me, you know, the me who I was when I got here. And it's really scary and hard because, you know, the idea of replacing clothes is much harder now. And there's no charity shops open yet, so I can't just give stuff to charity shop. So I'm kind of going to do this Marie Kondo method, but it's different because I'm doing it first because, you know, that's the order she says to do it in. But I'm doing it, I understand it's kind of hard for me. And that's okay. I know it's hard, but I know that it's something that's going to be really, like a really good practice for me, something really useful, I think. Even if I don't throw away anything, even if I don't discard anything. And just when I first did this 5 years ago, I remember the first thing I did was I cheated a bit and I just did my work clothes first because I thought, well, I mean, it was taking me ages to get ready to go and teach Zumba class. So I thought, well, if I do my work stuff, I'll see if this actually works. And so I'll do a little bit. And I did my work gear, sorted it out, and it saved me like an hour, like every day, of like sorting out my clothes and, oh, what am I going to wear to class and all that. So I was like, okay, I've got to do this. And then I was going to do it on a Sunday. I was going to do like my clothes on a Sunday. And I kind of went to myself, right, I'm not going to leave the house. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to do my clothes. And I managed to procrastinate on a Sunday till about 7 o'clock at night before I started doing my clothes, because it was so hard for me to do, because it's the first step. Doing your clothes is the first step in the Marie Kondo method, and it does work. But it's like our ego's afraid of letting go of, you know, who we were and let us be who we are, you know, who we are and who we're going to be. So anyway, just to illustrate this, I've not managed to buy a jumper in a year, okay? And so that's how difficult it's been for me, because I'm also like shielding, so I can't go to the shops even when they're open, even when they're non-essential. So I ordered this shirt. I'm going to show you this. So I ordered this like sweater. You know, it's like it's more like a long sleeve thing. I thought, well, it's great. That's a thermal one. I can wear it under my clothes in the winter, all the rest of it. But when it came, it had this tiny little hole at the front. So I was like, there, I couldn't wear it. So I thought, I know, I'm a Zumba instructor. I'm going to customize it. So I kind of like cut it was a polar neck. I took the whole thing out, and now it just looks like that. And I've worn it like twice. It's the kind of thing you throw on at home because it's like it keeps your arms warm. I think I've made the possibly most hideous garment in the world. So anyway, I may keep it, I may not keep it, but this is what I mean. It's changed. So I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to think about maybe some stuff that I've bought online that doesn't fit me, I'm going to sell. And maybe I will also like repair some stuff. I've got needle and thread. Maybe I'll sort of look at things that need repairing and then I can wear them. We'll see. It's a different way of doing things because I can't just go down the shop and buy more stuff today. And it's funny, I look at my clothes and I'm like, you know, so much of this stuff I just picked up in charity shops or vintage shops, or because I was out one day and I needed it. And you know, my flip-flops downstairs, I bought those because my flip-flops, I was wearing them, they broke, I went and bought another pair, and it's just a different life. So it's weird. I think this is emotional because it's letting go of how I used to shop and what I could do. And it's, you know, all of these clothes are sentimental to me. So it makes it quite hard. Anyway, see how I get on. And I'm going to do the actual tidying up in time lapse for you because I know you like it. So anyway, I'll do some tidying up and we'll see how it goes. All right, and I'll let you know how it feels.